There's a moment that happened in the 49th over of the South African innings in the ongoing World Test Championship final that has created a massive controversy on social media. Now, there is this belief that the batter that you see right now, in this case, it's David Bedingham of South Africa, that he handled the ball, and perhaps there was a case for the Australian team to appeal to the umpires and get him out because he impeded the fielder, which was Alex Carey, the wicketkeeper. But before I get to the rule and tell you why exactly is it that David Bedingham was adjudged not out and play continued, or for that matter there was no appeal being made by the Australian side, let me take you through the chronology of events. We've got a bunch of screenshots. We'll go what happened frame by frame, and then I'll tell you what exactly is that MCC law owing to which normal play resumed. So this is what happened. It was Bo Webster who was bowling the 49th over. There you see the ball had nicked the inside of the bat and it got stuck over here in his pads, in the batter's pads. Now there's a rule pertaining to the ball being stuck in the batter's pads or any clothing equipment, batting equipment for that matter, and I'll come to that in just a bit. But have a closer look at where the or what the batter is doing at the moment. Clearly you can see him handling the ball over there, but when I say handling the ball, he's not impeding the fielder in any which way. So this is frame one. Let's go forward and bring you more on this. Take a look at this second frame that we have for you. Here it'll give you a clearer look. Now remember, the one thing you need to bear in mind is that the ball had taken the edge of the bat, and which is where Alex Carey, the wicketkeeper, was interested. There you can see the ball is stuck between the leg and the pad. The batter's also very well cognizant of what's happening. So is the wicketkeeper. He's very interested in getting his hands onto the ball and perhaps appealing for a catch. And it was at this moment when the ball was stuck between the leg and the pad that the batter made an attempt to get hold of the ball, which he does, and then he drops it on the ground, as you will see in this particular frame. There you see he got hold of the ball and then he threw it down on the ground. Now some of the Australian fielders, not just Alex Carey, but there was Usman Khwaja, who was also standing in close proximity, and for a brief moment a couple of these Australian players were interested. You saw the two umpires converge as well, but there was no appeal being made for the simple reason that the ball was already dead, which is why this didn't amount to the batter impeding the fielder or handling the ball in any which way and causing any sort of disruption in the field. And that's to do with law 20.1 of the MCC, which relates to the ball is dead. Now the sub rule, which is 20.1.1.4, that is the sub rule owing to which this the batter was not given out, and it says that whether played or not, it becomes trapped between the bat and person of a batter or between items of his or her clothing or the equipment. So that's the law owing to which the batter survived this particular instance. And even though you could see David Bedingham catch the ball, keep it, just throw it on the ground as well, the ball was already dead, as was clarified on the commentary by Matthew Hayden as well. So in case you're wondering why David Bedingham went on to bat and why is it that this didn't amount for greater attention from the umpires, this was exactly the reason.